Hello viewers, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to look at some solved examples on quadratic equations using the almighty formula. So in the previous video, we learned that the almighty formula is giving us x to be equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So what we are supposed to do here is to identify what a is, b is, and c is. So from the general quadratic equation as ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, if we are supposed to compare these two equations, we can say that a is equal to 3, our b is equal to 4, and then our c is equal to -1. So wherever we see a, we are going to put 3. Wherever we see b, we are putting 4. And wherever we see c, we are putting -1. So it means this means that our x is going to be, so our x, so a is 3, b is 4, and c is -1. So x is going to be negative b, which is 4, plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 4 squared, minus 4, a is 3, and then our c is -1. All this over 2a, so 2 times 3. So we are going to get -4 plus or minus root 16. Now -4 times 3 times -1 is going to give us positive 12. All over 2 times 3 is 6. So from here we are going to get -4 plus or minus, now 16 plus 12 is 28. So we are going to get root 28 all on 6. From here, root 28 can be written as, so you are going to get -4 plus or minus. Root 28 can be written as 2 root 7. So all this over 6. So 2 can divide this. So from here, you are going to get -4 plus or minus, sorry, since we are dividing by 2, we are supposed to divide each of the term by 2. So we are going to get, so for -4 divided by 2, we are going to get -2 plus or minus, now 2 will cancel out the 2, so root 7 all over 6. We also divide 6 by 2, which is 3. So it means that our x, we'll get two values of x, and one is going to be -2 plus root 7 on 3, and the other is going to be -2 minus root 7 on 3. So we solved this example in the method of completing of squares, and we had the same answer. By using the almighty formula, it makes getting your solution very easy. So our next example here is 3x squared minus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now from this equation, it can be factorized. We can use the method of factorization, but we also want to use the method of use the almighty formula and see if you are going to get the same thing. We solved this in the previous video on how to solving quadratic equation using the method of factorization. So from this, we can say that our a is equal to 3, our b is equal to -5, and then our c is equal to -2. So when we are putting this in the almighty formula, our x is going to be -5 plus or minus root -5 squared minus 4, a is 3, and then our c is -2. All this over 2a, which is 3. So negative times negative 5, you are going to get positive 5 plus or minus. Now negative 5 squared is 25, and then negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, and then negative 12 times negative 2 is going to give us positive 24. All this over 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. So from here we are getting our x to be 5 plus or minus. Now 24 plus 25 is 49. So all this over 6. So from here, we are going to get 5 plus or minus. Now the square root of 49 is 7. So 5 plus or minus 7 all on 6. It means that our x1 is going to be 5 plus 7 on 6, which is 12 on 6, giving us positive 2. And then our x2 is going to be 5 minus 7 on 6, which is negative 2 on 6, which is going to give us negative 1 over 3. So if you check the video on how to solve quadratic equation using the method of factorization, you realize that we are getting the same answers. Sometimes when you see the question, it's very difficult to identify if it can be factorized or not. So the best method for you to use is the almighty formula. It can solve any quadratic equation at all. Now our last question we are going to solve is x squared plus 4x is equal to 0. You can do this one easily using the method of factorization, but we also want to see how the almighty formula goes about using this. So now from here we can say that our a is equal to 1, our b is equal to 4, and since there is no constant here, it means our c is equal to 0. So using the almighty formula, we are going to get negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4. Now our a is 1, and then our c is 0. All this over 2a, but our a is 1. So we are going to get negative 4 plus or minus root 16. Now negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, but times 0 will give us 0. So we are going to get root 60 minus 0, all this over 2. So we are going to get negative 4 plus or minus. Now negative 60 minus 0 is going to give us root of 16 all over 2. And then from here, we are getting negative 4 plus or minus root of 16 is 4, all this over 2. So we can say that our x is equal to negative 4 plus 4 over 2, which will give us 0 over 2, which is going to be 0. And then our x2 is going to be negative 4 minus 4 all on 2, which is negative 8 on 2, giving us negative 4. So it would have been easier using the method of factorization, but to be on a safer side, the best method is the almighty formula, since it can solve any quadratic equation at all. So that is it for today. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.